A $1 million grant has been set up in Singapore to help organizations that care for five groups of people, including vulnerable families, migrant workers and those with mental health issues.
Now, it was launched by a property developer, Far East Organization, and the Central Singapore Community Development Council. Ariel Lim reports.
Dennis Goh was just 16 when he started taking drugs. He managed to kick the habit after he got married, but a divorce got him back to doing drugs. That's when he sought help from the new Carers Mission, a halfway house for ex-convicts and drug addicts. Today, the 43-year-old is now a full-time staff with the mission, a potential beneficiary of the new grant.
We hope that by having the grant, we are able to further equip the residents that will benefit from the grant, and for able to further educate them and to equip them, into studies areas like getting their diploma in psychological counseling.
The grant seeks to assist at least 50 organizations, with each getting up to $20,000 over 2 years. Another potential beneficiary is HealthServe, which provides migrant workers with free food as well as legal and medical services.
Majority of the migrant workers that comes to us are injured, and they actually are under this special pass, and therefore most of them are not able to work. Hoping to get with the grant to expand our food programs for the migrant workers that we are helping out. One of the needs we saw is that we are actually supporting them 3 days a week for lunch, and however we are hoping to expand that to 5 days a week.
The grant is a tie-up between property developer Far East Organization and the Central Singapore CDC. The district's mayor Denise Phua called on other businesses to not just do well, but do good, and meet community needs that aren't commonly addressed.
So what we try to do is really to listen closely to the ground, look at also what has been brought up in the public space such as Parliament, or we ourselves have also received requests and our own volunteer work on the ground. The CDC therefore then identify these groups and these gaps that we know are not sufficiently closed yet, and that each one, the public sector or the private sector or the people sector cannot do alone.
At least 26 organizations were present at the event. They are part of a larger group of over 40 approached by the CDC to apply for the grant.